Hello and welcome to our unboxing of the Asus GeForce GTX 760 overclocked edition. It's the DirectCU 2 overclock edition card. This is a really decent card for its price, and I'll explain to you a bit more about it quickly. Basically, what Asus have done with this card is they've taken the same GPU as they had in the GTX 670 and the GTX 680 cards, which were the high-end cards in the previous range of in the 6 series range, and they've actually repackaged it in this GeForce GTX 760. Obviously, they've made some tweaks to it and made some adjustments, but it essentially is the same GPU. Okay, so let's have a look around the box quickly. I'll show you guys around, and then we can have a look at and unbox it. Alright, so you can see it's a very attractive looking box. Just some of the features on the back here. Just points out the DirectCU 2 cooler. I'll show you a bit more about that later. And the direct power and super alloy power. This is actually unique to Asus cards. It's very decent. What it does is, I'm not exactly sure how it works, but it basically runs your board, your PC board at a 15% cooler temperature, because of the way that the power is done on the board. So just by itself, that reduces your card's temperature by 16%, and it also increases its durability. And they claim that it'll last 2.5 times longer. Okay, they also have the GPU tweak, which a lot of you guys will be familiar with. Sorry, I don't know if you guys can see that, but they do have the GPU tweak as well, which is their easy software for overclocking. Just wanted to go back to the front of the board, the case, and just show you. Like I said, it's the overclock edition, 2 GB memory, direct power, and super alloy. Okay, and it's supposed to reduce your overall board temperature by 20%. Okay, so let's do the unboxing, have a look at what's inside. Sorry guys. Okay. Alright, so it's a very simple packaging, nothing fancy about it. They really don't give you much with this card. There's the card. You got your 8-pin power connector and your dual, I think it's a 6-pin and 2 6-pins. And there's an 8-pin, so you got 2 6-pins on that side and 8-pin that side. Okay. And then you've got your Asus manual and the drivers with the GPU tweak software as well. Okay, so let's just get rid of that, and I'll show you guys the card. Okay, I'm just going to leave these over here. Okay. Okay, so there we have it, the card. It is a really good looking card. As you can see, it's a dual slot card, so it's going to take up 2 slots in your case, in your chassis. Okay, just to have a look around, you can see the fans on the top. This is the direct 2 CU cooler. The CU is obviously stands for copper, so it's got copper piping that runs straight from the GPU and out into the heatsink. You can see the aluminium heatsink. In the side there, from the side, you can see the aluminium heatsink, right? And then the 2 fans disperse the heat. Okay, these fans are incredibly quiet, so this card runs like a whisper quiet. It's a really nice card. Okay, so let's have a look quickly here. You've got your, like I said, your copper piping for heat dispersion. As I said, this runs the copper pipes go directly over the GPU for the best kind of heat dispersion you can get. Okay. And then you've got your PCI port or a slot. Okay, and then you've got the input-output panel. Let's just take these off quickly. Okay, so you've got your 2 DVI connections. You've got your standard DisplayPort connection and your standard HDMI connection. Okay, going around to the back of the card, you can see the DirectCU 2, just the branding there, and then you can see your 2 SLI ports as well. Okay, I don't know how well you guys can see that. So these cards can do up to 3 times SLI. They can't do a 4-way SLI, unfortunately. Okay, and then here's your direct CU, your direct power connection. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but it's really cool. Okay, oh, and then over here you've got your 8-pin connector. This card actually runs off a single 8-pin connector, which is quite strange. Normally with cards like this, you're going to have like at least an 8-pin and a 6-pin, or maybe 2 6-pin connectors, but this one just uses a single 8-pin. Okay, the card actually doesn't use that much power either. It is a very, very efficient card. Okay. Just some of the last things that I want to say about this card is that it comes with a 3-year warranty. It's in Asus's mid to high range cards. It falls in the mid to high range category. It's a really decent card. As I said, they repackaged the 670 and the 680, but at the GPU, but at a much better price point. So this one comes in at around 3,800 Rand now. When you compare that with what the price of the 670 and the 680 cards is or was, that's significantly cheaper for some pretty great performance. So if you guys are gamers and you're looking for a reasonably priced card that isn't going to break the bank, with really good performance and really efficient as well, and great cooling, this is the way to go. This card actually comes with a base clock of 1028 megahertz. That's I think it's something like 26 megahertz more than no, it's 1006 megahertz. Sorry, so it's 26 megahertz more than the base card, and it's very easily overclockable through the GPU tweak, and it really manages to maintain very low temperatures while being overclocked. So the cooling is very efficient. Cool guys, thanks for watching. Please click subscribe, and just have a look at some of our other videos, and any comments and suggestions you have, please leave them below the video. Thanks, cheers.